Hey everyone, welcome back to Shortcut Guide. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to use scrolling text and how to set them up in Holyrics step by step. The scrolling text is perfect for announcements, Bible verses, or important messages during church service. So let's jump into it. When you open Holyrics, it looks like this. Here at the bottom, you can see that there are two boxes which are checked. In most cases, they are unchecked like this. Now, here is where we are going to set all our settings about the scrolling text and how to do everything about the scrolling text. First of all, here is where you're going to write the message which you're going to deliver to your people in your scrolling text. And when you come to the Bible, you can see that even the scrolling text is also there. The only difference is that when you tap here to write, it will open up a display up here, but when you come to Holyrics, it will stay the same. Now, when you check this, your scrolling text will turn into green. That means that it will be showing live. It will be showing live on your screen as you see it here. So, how do you set this one here? You come to the three buttons here and you click on it. You go to settings. Now in settings, this is where you're going to set your everything. First of all, the font color. I chose my font color to be white because it would appear well on this background, which is purple. But you can choose any color which you want. It could be according to the theme color of your church. For example, if your theme color is green, like this, you can choose a green color and you say choose. And afterwards, that's what will appear here. Now the next thing is the background. What do you want the color of the background to be? You can choose any other color which you want. You can change you can use according to the combination of your color, your church color. I can choose this blue here and I say choose. You can see that it has changed. But in most cases, I use here the text to be white and the background I normally choose purple, like that. And that's better. Now here's where you're going to set the height of your text. For example, you can go up to 25%, but in most cases 12 is the best setting you can use so that your words can be readable and it will not be interrupting with the presentation which you're presenting at church. Now, always leave this overlap button checked because it will enable text to overlap each other when it comes to the end. Now, where do you want your text to be located? You can set it to the bottom or at the top. But in most cases, when you watch a TV, you see that scrolling text at the bottom. So that means that we are going to leave this scrolling text at the what? At the bottom. And the alignment of the words, we should leave it this one as center. But you can choose them to be left or right. And the velocity, this is one of the most important settings when it comes to the scrolling text. The velocity, how speed your people can read. Me, I leave this at 9.6%, but you can increase the speed to up to 12 meters per second, maybe, I don't know, 1 millimeters per second. You can put it at 12, but you can also reduce it to a minimum of what you want. But this one will not appear well. That's why I leave this one at 9.6 or 9.8. That will do well. Now, here is where you can go and set your margin. That will mean that the margin between the end of the screen and the other end of the screen. Set your margin. This is the left margin and this is the right margin. You can increase your margin here of your screen. And after that, you can see that my left display has a margin before the words go out. You can also increase the right hand margin also, you can see. But I normally leave this at 0 so that the scrolling text should start at the beginning of the screen, and this one also at 0. Leave this one at 60. How does it affect it? Because when you reduce it like this, your words will be appearing, your words will be scrolling like that. That's how your words will be scrolling. You can leave this one at least at 60 for easy flow of your words in the scrolling text. And here is another important setting where you're going to set the font to be used. I normally use this area around the TM board, but you can also use any kind of text which you want. For example, copper can do well here also, but you can also choose like mine. And here you can also choose maybe to be bold or just regular. I'll normally leave this at bold so that people may see the words very well. Now, when you come to live streaming, they're still the same settings which appeal here. Now, let's try to show it on the screen and we see what we have tried to set up. You can see that the text is appearing at the bottom here, and the scrolling text is being seen at the bottom. Let me go back to Holyrics as you're watching that screen, and I show you more things which you can do. So for example, let me try to increase the height of the words and you see how it will appear there. I'm increasing the height to something like 21 and I say okay, and you can see that the my words have increased in size. I can also reduce the velocity of the text. For example, I can reduce it to 4, or let me leave it at 6. You can see that the speed of my text has lowered down. So, how do I always use this at church? I come here to my Bible, and when I have come to the Bible, I come here to the history bar. In most cases, when I have displayed some of the scriptures, let me just display some of the random scriptures here. Let me just display some of the random scriptures here. After displaying them, they will appear in my history bar. In most cases, the preachers are so fast and some people could not understand what scriptures they went through. So I normally type here in my scrolling text the scriptures the pastor has passed through. You can just type here the scriptures they have passed through. For example, I can say that Esther, and so on. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.